In this generation, you'll hear most of the time when you are asking someone what characteristics of a person do you want to date, they tell you, I want to date a bad girl, I want to date a bad boy. And their definition of a bad boy or a bad girl may be someone who isn't too much of an introvert, someone who is extroverted, and someone who is ready to go out there, meet new people, maybe go for clubbing and stuff. But most of the time, when you choose to be with a bad boy, some of the things that you don't consider is that they might be narcissists. And that brings us to today's topic of narcissistic personality disorder.
All I know is I won't go speechless.
Narcissistic personality disorder is a lifetime disorder that gets worse with age, and it's mainly characterized by those people who care about nobody else but themselves. And some of the characteristics of a narcissist include they don't apologize. Narcissists are never apologetic. This is because they believe that they are always right, and each and everything they tell you is the right thing. So they can't find it in their hearts to say sorry. Other than that, they are not accountable. Since nothing is ever their mistake, then there is nothing for them to be accountable for. Thirdly, they control everyone. A narcissist enjoys being the center of attention, and they want to be the people who have that alpha gene. They want to be the ones in control, and anytime they find someone who is their competition, they'll be ready to pull that person down and humiliate that person. They have a fragile self-esteem. I'll deal with this in another session, but the reason as to why narcissists are the way they are is because they have a really fragile self-esteem, and they wouldn't want to open up to anyone because they're afraid of getting hurt. I'll deal with this in depth in another episode. I promise I'll send you a link. Anyone can be a narcissist, and I know that since I've started by quoting the way people want to date bad boys or bad girls, someone is thinking that only the people who are your partners or your lovers can be narcissists. But this isn't true. A parent can be a narcissist, your boss can be a narcissist, your colleague can be a narcissist, even your friends can be narcissists. And being a partner or being anywhere close to a narcissist leaves you emotionally broken. It leaves your spirit really broken. A narcissist mainly targets a person who has emotional empathy. And by emotional empathy, I mean someone who is having a good heart and someone who carries and shares other people's burdens like as if they are their own. And most of the time, you'll find out that if they find an empath, if a narcissist finds an empath, they make it really hard for them to live the kind of relationship that they have. This is because an empath sees the narcissist as a person who has problems, and the empath wants to help the narcissist, but the narcissist sees this as an opportunity for dominance and oppression of the empath. Narcissists sporadically give their victims hope. So every time when the empath feels like, okay, maybe I am in a abusive relationship or maybe I am being misused, the narcissist gives them hope and maybe tells them that it's okay, so that the empath cannot give up. And most of the time, you'll find a narcissist stringing along several people in their circle. However, you'll find out that even if they're stringing along these people, they don't really care about any one of them. So they have to make time for these people by making plans with them, telling them that we're going out for dinner, we're having some plans, let's go have fun with each other. And in the end, you'll find out that they stand you up every time because they have too many engagements that they have piled up together. So they have to stand one person for another person, or they have to stand up everyone so that they can only have time for one person, and that is themselves. This list of no-shows, last-minute cancellation, and change of plans leads to the person having a trauma bond with the narcissist. And if you haven't watched our video on trauma bond, you can go down in the description box. I'll leave a link for that so that you can be able to learn more about what a trauma bond is and the signs of a trauma bond. These episodes that follow are going to be really interesting, and we're going to be sharing a lot, and I hope that you continue staying tuned. That's all we're going to say today in this introduction to narcissistic personality disorder.
All I know is I want